So when you're I know this doesn't sound great, but I'll just say it. When you're at the Super Bowl, things that immediately become of national conversation in the palms of your hands takes a while to filter into the seats.
Yeah.
I had no idea that Travis Kelce went up to Andy Reid and barked at him the way that he did.
And I
and hit him and almost knocked him over.
When I sent the video in the group chat, that's the
first time I saw it.
Wow.
And then I immediately, go to the old X machine, and it was everywhere.
Because they only played it one time during the
broadcast.
They
played the replay one time and then
bring it up.
Never brought it up again. It was kind of weird that it was never discussed.
Nope.
Well, again, I wasn't part of watching the broadcast and seeing how things were all playing out, but
yeah, you were stunned.
But I was stunned. Because I just know how much Travis Kelce loves Andy Reid. Remember how many times have we had him on this program and we talk about how when he first started he was a total hothead.
Oh yeah.
Right, and Reid kind of had to tame his inner hothead. But the hothead's still there. Hotheads don't really go away. Yeah. But
early on, you didn't know if this guy was going to play himself out of the league.
No idea.
Remember he was he threw the flag at the official,
right?
Or his towel.
Yeah,
or
the towel. Right.
Yeah.
We thought he was putting his team in problematic situations all the time.
Yeah.
Now Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee and a man about town and now one of the most famous people on planet Earth. And so I saw that. I'm like, whoa, what the hell was that all about? And then I know how, sometimes I hate being taken out of my chair in any way, shape, or form. And I even though I get upset when I see, hosts apparently don't matter in some award show, right? I take it personally. So I'm trying to use any possible analogy where I can understand that he's taken out of the game in the Super Bowl, and it's a running play. He's not in either to catch it or block for it, and Pacheco puts it on the ground, and he snapped. He only had one catch in the game. I'm sure he's sitting there going, "What the hell?" Certainly, if he's thinking this could be his last game, well, who the hell knows?
Was there ever a chance of that really happening?
That's all you're hearing about it.
I think so.
Yeah. And Chris kind of nailed it. You nailed it when you're like, he could go into the Hall of Fame. The two kids from Ohio going into Canton together on the same day.
Come on.
Sign me up for that.
Where they have maybe they could turn their enshrinement speeches into an episode of New Heights. Set up a podcast set off to the side.
Right, let them go for 45. Who cares?
Would the Hall say no to that?
Absolutely not.
And they reveal their bust at the same time, and they talk about growing up together. Having fellow enshrinees on as a guest. I don't know.
Then they rival Jerry Jones for the greatest party in the history of Canton.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that party.
Oh my word!
I wasn't there, but from what I understand, from what you told me, that's going to be an impossible party.
I don't know. These guys,
they can do it.
If anybody can challenge him,
Taylor Swift.
I don't know.
Taylor Swift performs.
Yeah,
I know.
Justin Timberlake is like
not to put any pressure on or turn this thing me sounding like Romo, but who knows? Maybe the babysitter's watching the kids that night. I don't know. This is like 6-7 years into the distance.
Wait, is she pregnant?
Maybe. Oh, no. 6-7 years.
Oh,
okay. In the distance.
All I heard was
in the distance. You gotta wait. You still got to wait 5 years. By the way, that's for the Hall. It's 10 months for a child.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
sometimes
9.
By the way, everyone says 9 months pregnant.
Not 9.
We learned the hard way.
It's definitely.
Well, actually, we didn't learn the hard way.
I didn't learn.
Susie and Sarah learned the hard way.
I had nothing to do with it.
I remember the first time when Susie was pregnant with Xander, she's like, "This 9-month stuff? What?" Certainly, since Xander was like setting up shop in there.
My body didn't change one bit.
At any rate, I digress.
Yes.
Here's your eviction.
But it just was so stunning to me. So this is what Andy Reid had to say about this. He made light of it.
Yeah, he caught me off balance. I wasn't watching. Cheap shot, but that's all right. He did good. He was really coming over just put me in. I'll score. So that's really what it was. Well, I love that. I mean, it's not the first time. So I appreciate him.
Well, they can laugh about it now. I mean, if they lost the game, I'm sure it'd be a much bigger deal.
But I guess we don't have to worry about that, do we?
Exactly.
And they don't either. Kelce after the game?
I was just telling him how much I love him.
There you go. But then he did go on a soliloquy about how much he actually loves him.
But of course, social media being what it is, now everyone's turned on Travis Kelce. He's a horrible human being. He's an abuser, apparently.
No, but A.J. Brown tweeted out that he'd get thrown out of the league if he did that.
Which, by the way, I think there's a conversation.
Wide receivers have a totally different.
Well, no, why? I thought you said white.
No, well, either would have been
A.J. Brown being a black man doing that to his white coach, I think, goes a lot differently.
And wide receivers as well have a different mentality.
Big time today.
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously the story would be completely
just look at
different.
T.O., all the stuff that we talked about with him back in the day.
So, but as Chris Long said earlier on, I think Travis would be the first to tell you once he's off to the side, as would say any wide receiver who loves his coach.
Heat of the moment.
White or of color would tell you, heat of the moment, lost myself. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.